So I know you're ready. Our first speaker is one of DC's favorites, Debbie Weil. Will you please come up on stage? Debbie Weil is a rare species, a baby boomer who is a digital native. She wrote one of the first books on social media, the corporate blogging book. She is also a consultant, has been part of DC's tech scene now for 15 years. And her topic is friending over 50.
Two things I know for sure. One, we are all getting older. No matter how old you are, we are all aging. And two, we all want friends. We crave connections. We need friends, online or off. Tonight, I'm going to tell you 5 things you need to know about the largest aging population in U.S. history, baby boomers. Most important to you, we represent a huge opportunity for tech entrepreneurs. First, number 1, there are a lot of us. A few familiar faces. I get this way. A few familiar faces. Born between 1946 and 1964. I can't emphasize enough how many of us there are. Every 7 seconds, a boomer turns 50. Starting January 1st, 10,000 boomers turn 65 every day. Do the math. By 2015, 45% of the U.S. population will be over 50. But it's our mindset, number 2, that defines us. Boomers are not old. We're not old. Please, please, don't make the mistake of calling us seniors. Boomers are the me generation. We are still cool. In fact, we invented cool. Remember the 60s and the Beatles? We called it groovy back then, but it's the same thing. One of the reasons we don't think of ourselves as old is that a 50-year-old woman can be a mother with a young child, or a grandmother, or going back to school, or starting a new career. Boomers are in many different stages. But 3, we love social media. Boomers are the fastest growing adopters of social networking. Last year, the ages 50 to 64, the growth rate was 88%. Don't be fooled by these wrinkles. The growth rate for the over 65s was 100%. So much for the idea that emerging tech is for Gen X and millennials. But what we really love are our iPads and our iPhones and our Androids and our Blackberries and our 11-inch Mac Airs and Angry Birds. We play Angry Birds on all of our gadgets. So what are boomers doing with the internet and social media? It's what you would think. Email is not dead. We're using Twitter for real-time news and looking for health information and using LinkedIn to start a new career. And Facebook, we love Facebook for photos of our grandchildren. That's my grandbaby in Green Bay Packers pajamas, ready for the Super Bowl. Woo! And we're spying on our children. And yes, that's my daughter. What is the number 5? So what is the opportunity? What does this mean to you? Baby boomers, this is an unprecedented market opportunity. Baby boomers have $2 trillion to spend. And we're ready to be marketed to. But marketers, don't think about age. Think about the psychographic of a boomer. We're still looking forward to the future. And we know we won't live forever. But we want tools and technologies to help us live better. For example, the boomer edition of Instagram. It covers up gray hair. Yes, we're vain. We don't want gray hair. The boomer edition of Citizen Effect, another one of your speakers, is to save the world. Not one person at a time, but the whole thing. And for God's sake, make the goddamn font bigger. We can't see when we're texting and emailing on our smartphones. Tech innovators, a big opportunity there. So, friending over 50, what is it? 5 things. 1, there are a lot of us. 2, we are not old. 3, we love social media. 4, we're using the internet for almost everything. And 5, it's a market opportunity. But those 5 things are not the end of the conversation about boomers and social technology. It's just the beginning. There's so many other issues: privacy, healthcare, financial security, key issues, online or off. So that's an introduction to friending over 50. remember our conversation at the beginning. We are all getting older, and we all need our friends. But speaking of friendships, I want to end with a shout out to my best friend. His name is Sam. He's here in the audience. He's my husband of 38 years. And tonight, February 3rd, is our 38th anniversary. Thank you very much.